Hey guys, how's it going? Sol here, and welcome back to episode 4 of Arts Here from Scratch. I almost forgot which series this was. Picking up pretty much right after the end of the last episode, which I believe probably kind of dragged on. Apologies for that. Though this one might also be a bit of a longer one because this will encompass the bonus XP week. Bonus XP extended, however they want to call it. Quick look at the summary page here for anybody that has forgotten what's going on since last episode, or maybe didn't catch it all, which is completely understandable. So the main goals for this episode is get to 150 quest points, obviously very close. I plan to do wanted and you are it for those, and from there we can claim some rewards at this place just south of Varrock. I believe it's right here where this bank chest is, right next to the lodestone. And I believe there are some things there that possibly give us money, as well as some combat-related rewards that we might make use of in the future, though I'm not 100% sure, as they may be obsoleted by the time we get to that point. Anyways, the plans for bonus XP weekend, I'm going to keep saying that, aren't I? Bonus XP, that's it, I'm just going to call it bonus XP, are work towards invention by training smithing and crafting at the very least, because those are the buyables, and therefore save the most, I guess, in a way. Not necessarily, there's more complicated math behind it, but oh well. Do some construction as well, because between last episode and this one I converted all my logs to protein planks, so just over 2k of those, which if we get to the level we can use mahogany logs, that would be quite nice. Decent chunk of XP there. Some hides for crafting. Very tiny amount of bars for smithing, but smithing is fine on its own anyways without those. And yeah, those are the primary goals of this episode. We will end up incidentally picking up some other XP as well. And I may end up going for some XP in something like Herblore. I'm just not entirely sure yet. I haven't completely decided because, well, one, I'm kind of broke, and I don't know how much these things are going to cost. So, something I want to do in the 12 hours that are now before the bonus XP starts. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing those whole 12 hours, but I do want to make a little bit of money and possibly sell some of the like fire runes and Viswax I'm going to have, because that shall bolster our cash stack a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to get to these quests and be back to you guys with an update later. There's wanted finished. Taking us straight up to 24. Slayer, I don't remember what level we were at before. Let's see, 14 apparently. 10 levels. Pretty nice boost. There's You Are It. Finished. I think it's a pretty interesting quest, and I've found myself reading through the dialogue both times I've finished it. I'm now realizing that didn't get me as many quest points as I thought it would, because I think one only gave 1, and I was originally going to do Mountain Daughter, so looks like we'll be doing another quest. But anyways, that was a pretty interesting quest, probably because I like clue scrolls, and this is pretty much lore behind clue scrolls, so pretty interesting to me. And here's our order from that puzzle casket. It looks like, well, I guess I should price check this out on its own, because these are fortunate components worth a little over 600k. I don't know if they actually sell for that right now with everything going on bonus XP wise, the economy, but still pretty nice. I'm pretty sure this isn't supposed to happen. I definitely wasn't expecting a third one. Why are they multiplying? How many are there going to be by the time I'm done with this? Oh, there's Mountain Daughter finished after the weirdness from earlier. Got up to 40 prayer, and most importantly, have exceeded our goal of 150 quest points. So on to the entire reason for doing that. So if we talk to May over here, she gives us a short little spiel. We can talk about rewards. Well, I don't really want to, I guess, hang on, open shop. Claim all rewards. Let's do it. Wait, what? Oh, right, they have this annoying system where you have to claim all the previous ones prior to. Or not? I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, never mind. this stuff is in my inventory apparently, and it just hasn't hasn't done whatever, hasn't removed itself from here. Anyways, we can also unlock up to Vanquish. Yes, that's what it's called, I believe. Let's see, 2550. Yep, should be able to unlock that. And this is all hybrid armor, and this is a weapon that can be used for either melee, magic, or ranged. You just switch between the styles. I believe that's how it works anyways. I've never used it personally. But for now, since that's not really relevant for us at our current level or status, the main reward is these dice. And with these dice, we can roll them real quick. Do this funky little animation, and they give you a clue score reward and a bunch of money. Well, I think there's some other possible rewards as well. We're just gonna roll these and talk a bunch because that's what I like to do, right? Black place card H3. Not sure if these go on the collection log. Not entirely sure. I think Iron Man get the same rewards as well, which I imagine this is a pretty good boost to have every quest be worth, what is it, like 3k? Or every quest point worth 3k? Is that right? No, 5k. Getting a lot of black plate skirts and plate legs. 500k for that. Very solid. So if we toss everything in the price checker here, because these are all fortunate components, I believe. Why are these so much less than the compo was earlier? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's a solid 5 mil right there, which means each quest point was worth who knows how much even. Probably like a considerable amount, so that's pretty nice. And yeah, that was the reason I wanted to get to 150, apart from being able to unlock Vanquish and the other rewards, whatever we want really. We can fill out an entire reward section because 150 is the max that you need. Okay, so the prices of these things is all over the place. This is the only one that sold anywhere close to its GE price. The rest of these sold almost way over. That's like 60% over. Wait, is it? No, it's like 80% over. No, that's like 60, never mind. I can't math right now. Anyways, yeah, 800k for 4 of these 6 items that we got. That's pretty crazy. So with that, we're sitting at what, 17, 18 mil? Yeah, just over 18 mil. Should give us some nice spending money. By the way, here's what the Vanguard is. No, Trials armor. Looks like it's not anywhere near as good as the non-hybrid stuff, but we can at least toss it on whenever when we're feeling lazy. And Vanquish, I thought you might be able to change the level to like 50 or something, but apparently not, so this will be good to have in the future though. Alright, Double XP is alive. I'm a little bit late to the party, about an hour or so, but about to get ready to jump into it. Apparently there's some free stuff coming on. Perfectly fine by me, I suppose. I don't know if I'll end up using it, but whatever. Anyways, have 10 days to use all this bonus XP up. 48 hours worth, which, as I'm realizing, is about 4.8 hours per day, which is maybe not achievable for me, but I am definitely gonna push for it, so we'll see how this goes. I also forgot to mention that I wanted to say that we're just over 3 mil starting XP, which is really not a lot considering how long I've been playing on this account, but it's largely been questing, and the XP doesn't skyrocket until past like the mid-game in RS3. Most of the time anyways. There are some things that are much faster than old school that are early. Anyways, I'm still going to be doing the normal dailies, like going over to the beehives and such, and divine locations of course, because they're still good. Also have a couple of daily challenges I'm going to complete coincidentally, so that'll also be a little chunk, but also kind of inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, considering it's bonus XP. Alright, first thing I'm going for here is smithing. I also have these power burst potions because I saw in a guide like ages ago that they're pretty good. They're also really cheap. and boost your smithing by a considerable amount. So I'm just going to go ahead and use them. For 50 for rune, I bought like 1,000 rune bars. So I went and bought a bit more adamant as well to see how far along that's going to get me. It should get me to 50 though, so I can start making rune plate bodies instead of adamant. And I'm going to be taking them up to +3 and then selling them, I believe. The GP per XP seems really good in my calculation unless I did something wrong. Hopefully not though. So yeah, I'll just be AFKing this for quite a while I do stuff on my ultimate as well. About to start an agility grind over there, so this is a nice way to start that. So I'll be back intermittently with updates. I don't know how often I'm going to do them, but I'm going to test this out for an hour, starting at 79.5k smithing XP, and seeing how far this takes us in an hour. So it's been just under an hour, and we got from 79.5 to about 184-ish. It's about 105k XP. Had some bonus XP, so let's call it like 95k XP in about an hour, which is actually quite a bit slower than I was expecting it to be. Though I guess for this level, that's not too bad. I am considering doing burial armor. I just finished up a set there. Because the GP per XP doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad. It's going to be like 3.5, I think, after the bonus XP is factored in. I do need about 2 million smithing XP to get to level 80 in total. So that's about 1.8 mil XP away, as you can see. I do have some money to blow, in a way, and that didn't take too many rune bars to make that. I think what I'm going to do is use my protein bars, see where that gets me, because it'll be a lot better to make rune items faster anyways, once we get to 59. So the faster we get there, the better. Apart from that, I don't know how effective this is going to be long term. I'll have to think of some things or look stuff up while I'm smithing. I'm up to 63 smithing so far, just got that actually. And it's actually a profit right now to make rune plate bodies +3. I was at 63 going to switch over to orichalcum to at least try it out to see what that was like. Actually, definitely should have got some bars to check that out and see how it was, because if it's faster, you know? And it's, I guess technically it's not a profit because the rune bar price is like 3k right now, and so that'd be like a 20k loss on selling plate bodies +3, but I got these for cheaper, so. Anyways, I also got some arrow shafts and feathers to make headless arrows because that's fast, and I can do that while waiting for better times to use the power burst and master stroke. Coming in with another update, we're up to 35 fletching. Haven't really been doing this, as I said, where I'm like waiting for the power stroke potion, master stroke potion. Just kind of been doing this whenever I need a set amount of AFK time, because I'd rather keep my heat up on my smithing item so I don't AFK that too hard usually. Also closing in on 70 smithing, which is significantly higher than I expected to get with these rune bars. I am tempted to use the keys that I have. I have close to 40, yep. As well as possibly spending some oddments, because there is a sale going on right now if we pop this open, in which the medium stars are 75% off. And I can buy 25 of these for, what, 1,250? Which is just nuts, if you ask me. That's a lot of bonus XP. And I could put that into probably smithing because it's kind of slow. Also in using keys, I would get protein items. Did some math. The protein hides that I have, with bonus XP factored in and like portable crafters and all that, is like 300 something k XP if I start at level 60, which wouldn't be too hard to get to. Oh, another thing, got one more key at least here. I accidentally forgot to cash in my smithing daily, so that was like 7k XP, kind of missed it there. I have a dungeoneering daily, so what I think I might do is do some dungeoneering, since I haven't done any yet, in Demonheim at least. Do some crafting within dungeoneering, because that'll, I don't know, net me some stuff, and if I'm going to be doing it anyways, I might as well. Then finish off that with something else. I'm not quite sure what yet. Get to 60 something at least, anyways. And from there, not quite sure yet. Those are just, I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. Also still need to get construction up to the point where I can use my protein planks as mahogany. Just finished smithing these, the last of my room plate bodies. About to sell those off. I was going to do that before this clip and forgot. So, also finished up the headless arrows we made. Got up to 41 fletching from that. Pretty solid, very fast. Probably like some of the easiest early fletching levels. And I'm kind of getting bored of AFKing, so I think I am going to try the dungeoneering crafting thing. I have to get up to complexity 6 first, which is kind of a pain, but with this key token here, I am going to... This is like squeezing the last 0.5% of the juice from an orange, by the way, but I am going to use my keys down to the point where I can use this token real quick. These are the spoils, a couple of protein packs. Probably going to use those on crafting hide things in particular. And a few combat and possibly some skill training dummies as well that I may have put in the bank, but gonna use up this bonus XP starting at 17k. We'll see what we get. Alright, I put most of that into smithing, which is kind of waste, but apparently it's not reading properly either. 93k bonus smithing XP, which should be pretty nice. Not gonna use these yet, I'll just keep these in the bank for now. Up to 4,500 protein planks, which is bonkers, and should, I think, get us to 75, which I think is a Prif requirement, but I'm not entirely sure. I imagine it is, since you need basically 75 and everything, so. Oh, also picked up the blacksmithing gloves, and a few silverhawk feathers that I'm going to end up selling anyways, so. On to the divination thing, or dungeoneering. Alright, I think I'm dunged out. I can see why people are bored of dungeoneering these days. I mean, I've never thought it was great, post-EOC, personally. Oh, that is some bad flashing. But I don't know, I feel like they could improve it somehow. It's not the worst thing ever, but it could be more engaging / interesting, I guess. And like, at least early on, I feel the main difficulty and point of boredom in dungeoneering is splashing your hits, as in missing, I guess, is what you would say. It just feels like you do it all the time. Anyways, got up to 41 crafting, which is not much, but we actually got more woodcutting levels than crafting out of that, but there are some things we can do for crafting before we use our hides as a bit of a boost, and I'm going to look into those. Oh, I guess not now. I want to do construction now, so I'm going to do that first. You know, it's been a long 9.5 minutes here, but there's 52 construction. This is ridiculously fast. You can make mahogany bookshelves at 40 construction, so we've been at max efficiency in terms of the protein planks since then, but now we can just crank up our XP per hour with the mahogany table. It's literally twice as fast. You're just using twice as many per hour, or per minute, however you want to say it. So I imagine this will be quite quick. Yeah, I started at 20k construction XP. Took me 10 minutes. So what's that? 600k XP an hour? I guess that's kind of insane. And we use like just over 400 planks? I don't know. I'm gonna restart the timer and see how far we go now. So this is the last level we'll be able to get from our current amount of planks. 75 construction. Let's see how long this took. We got a stopwatch going over here. About 41 minutes. That is absolutely nuts to me. That was, what did we start at over here? 124k construction XP. So apparently, we were getting about 1.5 mil XP per hour. And you can get even faster because at 73 I could have done pawnbrokers, but I forgot, so I didn't. Yeah, so that is the requirement for Plague's End. If we can see, yep, over here. And also Nomad's Elegy, apparently, which don't think I've ever done. Needless to say, I did not expect to get this, nor did I expect it to be this fast. That's definitely a nice one to have knocked out pretty much right off the bat. Is that the level you need for a Gilded Altar as well? I'm not really sure. I haven't done any prayer training, but I always assumed that I would have to do so at somebody else's house. And I guess that may not be the case anymore. So I landed on making ruby necklaces up until 63, just nearly 2,000 of those. Probably going to hold on to them for now and sell them at a bit later. Price of rubies is in the dumpster right now, probably because people are cutting them. They are under, I think I got mine for like 400 something each. So it's pretty interesting. I was thinking about buying a bunch, like stocking up I guess, and then selling when the prices are more normal, but it seems like pre-archaeology they were around 300 to 400 each, the cut rubies. So it's hard to tell whether that's like because of archaeology or some other reason that these have gone up, and if they might not stay the price that they have been. People have been making porters though, I believe, out of the necklaces, which is why there's more demand for these in particular. At least that's how I understand it. Anyways, I've decided on making green dragonhide bodies for the time being, and I think I'm going to end up spending, if I can get to my currency pouch, my oddments on a bunch of medium stars. I'm going to buy 25 here. Yeah, that is absolutely nothing in terms of oddments, honestly. It is kind of inefficient to use these all at once, because if we see here, we get 4.5k. So about 2 of those would get me enough for the next level, but nah, what are you going to do, right? It's a little inefficient, but it'll be faster and save me money in the long run. Here it comes, level 80 crafting. One of the 3 requirements for invention, done and out of the way. And we even got a few hides left to spare, which I'm going to use up here. Whew. I came into bonus XP with little to no preparation, so I am absolutely blown away with the progress we made so far. I've apparently played about 12.5 hours today, which is absolutely nuts. I mean, a lot of that's been AFK, like, you get what, 2 minutes almost? Or 3 minutes even. I thought it was going to be like 2.5 of just straight up AFK time when you use protein hides. And I've been doing this for a really long time. Some of the less AFK stuff I did was like make the green dragonhide bodies and the necklaces, but smithing, also not quite this AFK, but fairly AFK. I've also got a protein pack left, I think, for, yep, use on bars, and I've also got these memories I need to use at some point. Another thing I want to do, assuming I have money to do so, is get Herbler up a little bit. I don't have any particular goals there. I think 75 is another requirement for Plague's End. Might be nice to get within that range of things, but I don't know how expensive Herbler is these days. Haven't looked into it in the slightest, so might have to do that. This is going to be a bit of a jump since the last clip. I was doing a few things in which I couldn't record during, so I was able to AFK some smithing though, so I did end up getting to 80. And somehow I've been turning a profit through all the stuff I've been doing, which just really blows my mind. Obviously, now I'm doing Herbler, that's not going to be the case. But crafting was also a bit of a loss. However, smithing, I was profiting anywhere between like 10 and 60% in the last batch of smithing that I did. Let's see, from the start, I did adamant plate bodies, then rune plate bodies and burial things. Then I used up my protein bars, and the last batch, which was close to like a mil XP or so, somewhere around there, I did Necronium plate bodies plus 3. I was getting around 160k XP per hour, which isn't the best, but I was comfortable with it. And let's see, buy the bars for like 13k each. That was 40 bars a piece. It was like 520k for the bars required to make one plate body plus 3. And they're selling anywhere between 564k and like 760k, which is absolutely nuts to me, because people were, I'm pretty sure people buy the plate bodies plus 3 and make them into plus 4 for faster XP, at a higher cost of course. So that is perfectly fine by me, getting slightly lower XP per hour, and then having spare money to put into something like Herblore. We only need 75 Herblore, which is like 1.2 mil XP, as we can see there, from construction. That's a perf requirement, so Plague Zone that is. It'd be nice to slam that out. I don't know if I'm going to have the funding to do so, but I imagine that we might. Prayer potions are some of the cheapest things I've found at the moment, so the wiki suggests summoning potions, and because prices are completely gouged because double XP, it's like 37 GP per XP even after double XP, so I said no thanks to that. What else? So yeah, just doing prayer potions till 55, and then I'm going to check super strength and see if that's any different, though I imagine that's going to be terrible as well, so I might stick with prayer potions for quite a long time. We also managed to hit just over 200 total levels gained since the beginning of the week, or beginning of double XP I guess, which is 2 days ago, and coming up on 5.5 mil XP gained since then. So we're closing in on tripling our total XP. Not that we ever had that much to begin with, but apart from Herblore, a couple other things I want to do still are summoning. I have stuff for Terror Bird pouches, like under 300 of them. It's not a huge deal, but might as well make them. Let's see, what else do we got? That might be about it, actually. Oh, I have some combat training dummies that I want to go ahead and use, because why not, I guess. Yeah, I know, doing caches on double XP, inefficient and all that, but we just got 2 divination levels, so pretty nice. And we're also up to 70 Herblore, so gonna get back to that and hopefully finish that out with without too big of a loss. Here we go, polishing off 75 Herblore. Got a couple more potions to make, not too many, but that will be our last level, I think. No real point in getting higher at this point. The next thing to want to unlock is probably like overloads or something, and unless there's another quest requirement that I don't know about, but yeah, that won't be for quite a long time, so I think we can pack it up at 75 for now. Gonna move on to a bit of summoning next. Only have 276 golds to use, so this isn't gonna absolutely explode us in experience or anything, but might as well use them up. Well, the recurring theme is getting more levels than I thought, so we got up to 56 from 53, which is, again, more than I thought, but still nothing too substantial. I think we need 75 for Plagues in there as well. Obviously not going to get that because just straight up don't have time, but yeah, on to probably another cache here in a few minutes. There's another cache down, taking us up to 50, nearly 51. I don't know if we got a buff for that one. It didn't give us a warning, so it might have, and if that's the case, I think I'm going to go ahead and train. Yeah, these are at the Scrounge location, so I'm going to head over there, I guess, after I hop and double check that I actually have the boost. Alright, never mind, apparently I don't. So I think I'm just going to use these protein memories real quick. Well, guess I can go put my outfit on first. That took us up to 51, almost 52, not quite, but wasn't expecting much from it. Alright, this is probably way off the beaten path for me, but I do want to try some combat with, what is this called, Shadow Worlds? Apparently that's decent XP, so I want to give that a shot and see how it is, because if there's something we need to do anyways, and it'll get us some XP right now, then I think it's worth giving a shot. But I'll come back with an update and tell you guys how I feel about it in a minute. Alright, just tried that out for a bit and got up to 42 magic. It wasn't too bad, I guess, but it kind of feels bad when there are a billion enemies on the screen and you have a single thing that does AoE damage, and most of the time it doesn't even hit the things in front of you, so I'll have to reserve further judgment until later on, I guess, when I can hopefully have more AoE and chunk through things a bit better. So I pondered this for a little bit while doing other stuff, and I really don't know what else I want to do with the remainder of this double XP time. So I guess I might as well AFK some divination, because kind of not feeling anything too intensive at the moment after a bunch of the other stuff I did, so just looking to chill out a bit, and honestly this is further than I expected to get already, so however I use the remainder of this 24 hours is probably going to be fine by me.